I was so busy that I forgot to shoot a segment in the car. It was one right after another all night, except that at one point, I guess it was 2 o'clock, I got to sleep for an hour, and then I got awakened to do another trip, and then another trip, and another trip. I just wanted to sleep, so I rejected a few trips. And then I was just lying down with my eyes closed for a few minutes, and then somebody tapped on the window on the passenger side of the car. Said that the policeman told him to come here because here is where there would be a cab. He wanted to go to Uptown Mall, which was basically a block away. Okay. I said, okay, you're looking at Uptown Mall right now. And he said, oh, I got to go to Pandora. And he put two $2 coins on the dashboard. And when we got to his destination, it was like $14. And he's about to get out. He's getting out. And I say, hey, you got to pay. And I said, you owe me $14. And he says, well, I don't have any. So this will be taken care of tomorrow. Oh, great. Just great. So that was one fiasco. There was another one. This other one was picked up a girl at a liquor store, took her to where she was going, and her debit card wouldn't work. So she says, oh, I'll just go and get some cash. So she gets out of the car and she walks away and doesn't come back. She doesn't come back with the cash. She doesn't come back at all. Still, I did I'm sure I did about $400. I could count it again. That would be, let's see, 120 and 30, 150 plus about 250. Yeah, it's about $400. Something like that. Well, I'm just about home now. So, looks like my cold is starting to get better. And I've got 4 more nights to go this week. I just had a fare for $28.70 going from Victoria or Saanich. That doesn't go out. Okay. It's stuck in here. Anyway, I had this fare for $28.70. So $30 you'd think. And I didn't do anything special. I just sort of knew where the guy was going when he told me where he was going. So I just started to drive there. I didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He was just asking me when he first got in how my night was, and I said, sleepy. I just had a nap. Which I did. It's been strange for sleep today. Now it's midnight. Well, I got to sleep at 1 in the afternoon, and I had my alarm set for 4. Usually I wake up at 4, prepare my dinner, etc., etc., etc. I took some nighttime Neocitrin because my nose was running a little, and I want to beat this thing. I want to get rid of this whatever virus I got. Right now I'm not too bad. My nose is not running. My throat is a little congested, and you can hear it's kind of hoarse. But on the whole, I'm getting through this okay. I'm doing all right. And I woke up at 7. And so I woke up and I'm looking, oh, it's kind of dark in here. It's darker than it's supposed to be. Then, of course, I checked the time and it said it's 7 o'clock. So quickly I thought, okay, what's the most important thing I gotta do? Have a shower, put on some clean clothes and get to work. So that's what I did. I just had a shower, put on some clean clothes, got out there, and went to a drive-thru to grab a burger. I know it's not the healthiest thing, but it's something to eat. It's something to fill me up. It doesn't take long. And as I was getting the burger handed to me, I got my first call. I did that first call, and after doing that first call, I ate the burger. And I had a few more calls in a row. Made about $100 by 10 o'clock. So in 3 hours, I made $100. Not even. 2 hours, basically. So I was busy. And I pulled into the parking lot. Oh. I guess it was 10:30. And I started watching something on my phone and fell asleep. And then, I guess it was 11:40 or so, 11:45, I got a call. Take this guy out to Western Communities for $28. What, to my surprise, does he give me? A $50 bill and a $20 bill. $70 for a $30 fare. What did I do right? Anyway, halfway through the shift now. Well, less than halfway, because I got a late start. So I got $170 on halfway through the shift. Yeah, I'll let you know what it turns out to in the end. I expected it to be slow because it's a long weekend. It's a new holiday. And so it's a long weekend. And today people didn't work, so tonight, or some people didn't work. So tonight it's going to be, well, I expected it to be quiet. It probably will be quiet until about 4 in the morning. I just cleared the Western Communities. Time is now 5:43. Yep, 5:43 in the morning. And I am done for the night. I have enough time just to get back into town and make a stop at the bank, fuel up the car, and go home. No, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it, don't have enough time. I should book out while I'm here. Okay, done. Booked out. Heading back into town. It was a more relaxing Tuesday night tonight. It was easy going. I wasn't rushed at any time. I had plenty of breaks in between calls, so that was nice. and I was able to watch some videos, and I was able to go to sleep. And that's just the way I like to work. I don't like to rush. I don't like one on top of another on top of another. I got $300 on. I've had a few good fares. A few very good fares. I've only done 15 trips. Usually I do 20. Or maybe even more. But this time I just had 15 trips. And some of them were longer. And it was $300. So you're talking, it was a little over $300. So anyway, on average $20 a trip. That's nice. It's very nice. I'm not complaining at all. And I'm starting to feel a little better. My nose has stopped running, but my throat, you can still hear, is somewhat congested. It should clear up in a couple days, I think. Okay, what else? Not much else I can think of. Except it's a big hassle when we have our dispatch overseas and they don't understand half of what people are telling them on the phone. One girl ordered a cab to 2828 Rock Bay. Where did I get sent? 28 Obed. Not 2828 Rock Bay at all. So I'm there, I'm calling the customer, I'm saying I'm outside. She says, I'm outside, I don't see you. Oh, really? I'm right here at 28 Obed, like I was sent. She says, well, I'm at 2828 Rock Bay. I said, ooh, how did they get Obed out of Rock Bay? I don't know. Yeah, we got our morning commuter traffic starting to happen here. So it's a shit show here on the #1 highway, Trans-Canada, heading into Victoria from the Western Communities. Got 2 more nights to go this week. Yeah, looking forward to them being over. The time is now 5:54 in the morning. It was a relatively slow Wednesday night. I was not really busy at any time before 4 o'clock. Now after 4, well, I got sent on calls starting at around 3:30. And I got some calls that were just not quite right. One, for example, they were trying to send me downtown for a call that was half an hour old when I wasn't anywhere near downtown, so I rejected it. And then they tried to send me to another call downtown, and the same story. It was too far away from where I was, and so I didn't go for it. And then I got sent on another call, which was more up my line, and so I took that one, and he went quite a good long distance, and he went close to downtown. And when I dropped him off, I was being sent on those other, I got sent on a call that didn't make much sense. It was some Institute of Technology, and there was nobody there. And so I called the number and I said, I'm at the Institute of Technology, and I'm guessing you're not there. Then I got hung up on. And I recognized the name where I usually picked up that person. And so I went to that place and tried calling again, and nobody answered. And so I went back to the Institute of Technology, and I
tried to do a no load, because you can only do a no load at the place you were sent to. But this thing would not acknowledge that I had arrived and that I was trying to get out of the, or trying to call a no load. So then I had to do a little lie and send a canned message to the whoever's controlling this thing now, saying that I got in contact with the customer and they no longer need our services. So I got out of that one, and then as soon as I got out of that one, it was half an hour after I had been sent to those calls downtown. They're trying to send me to those calls downtown again. So then I got sent on another trip, and this one was anyways, I got there and it was a no load. There was nobody there, and so I called a no load. Then I got sent on another call. So I went to that one and I called up the customer, and she said, well, I called the cab for 10 minutes after 6. I said, oh. She said, didn't they tell you that? I said, they don't tell me anything. These people are on the other side of the world, and they have their own way of doing things, and they don't listen to half of what you're saying. They don't understand anything beyond the address, really. So I'm sorry. And she says, so will you come back in about 20 minutes? I said, no, I can't do that. It's the end of my shift. What I will do is I will give the call back to the system, and hopefully they will send you another car at the right time. If not, well, then you might have to call back. I'm sorry, it's the end of my shift. I'm going home. So now I'm just making my way to the car wash, and it's not far away from here. I'm looking at it right now. I just have to come through this parking lot, and the car wash is on the other side of the street. I will wash the car for the owner happily, and then I will go fuel it up and go home. And that's the end of that. And then I've got one more night to work this week. Oh yeah, I only got $250 on, just because it was a slow night to begin with, and then towards the end of the night I was getting jerked around by dispatch, or the excuse they have for dispatch. Yeah, one more night to go. I just worked 11 hours. Was a little slow. I did $260 for the whole night. $260. Yeah, $260. I did 15 trips. I pumped $21 worth of fuel, and fuel is up to $2.019 per liter. So I used, what, 10 liters of fuel? Yeah, I'm tired. At one point I was falling asleep at the wheel, and I woke up just in time to stop short of a telephone pole. So I'm glad I missed that. Yeah, that's what happens when you get sleepy at work and you take a nap, and then you get interrupted by a call, and you do the call, and you're in the middle of the call and you're falling asleep while going down the road. I'm done now. It was a slower week. Now this could be because it was the first week of the month, and traditionally the first week of the month has been the slowest one. However, that hasn't really been true for the last couple of years or so. It was always busy, but now things are maybe slowing down a little bit. maybe we have a few more drivers than we had for a while. And yeah, it could be that first week of the month thing going on. Yeah. Hope yours is better than mine.